Yeah, just thought I'd share what I've been doing here today. It was actually take two. My phone went dead the first time I was trying to record this, so. But the other day when a video I made about running that load of silage up the road, seeing if I could pull the hill. Well, I went back to the field and started chopping. I got about halfway down to the field and I could smell coolant. And, you know, rubbery smell. Had upper radiator hose leaked. Cracked right in here. And here's the old one. You can see there's a little bit of a difference in them. You can see how much that end is swollen up. You know, it should be all the same size across there. It's so swollen up. It was pushing it out of shape. You know, it should be just a straight shot, but it's got so much stretch in it that it was kinking down here. You can see it put a bend that should be round, and it's put so much pressure on it, it bent it in. Lower radiator hose wasn't much better. I mean, you can see it's, yeah, which end it is now. It looked like it was starting to crack next to one of the clamps there too, but yeah, but like I say, the dealer is only about 11 miles away from me. Of course, they don't have them in stock. Dealer about 65 miles away from me, they had them, so I went down there and got them. I'm a little disappointed. I don't know. Like I said, I had this tractor overhauled 2 years ago. I don't know why he didn't put new radiator hoses on then. I mean, it was $53 for the hose. This one's 35 bucks. That one's 17. I don't know why they couldn't engineer this better, where this was just a straight shot across here. But it's got to have that little bit of a bend in it. And I was a little worried about getting that one on. You know, there ain't much room there. Here's where the end is, and here's where the end is. So you only got a gap like that. I don't know if I was going to flex that in there, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, if I had to take the radiator loose. There ain't much play in there to move it forward or anything. But it fit in there. I had enough flex, and take a screwdriver and pop it around there a little bit. I worked it in. Just have to make sure you got the bend fairly close. I had to bend off, and I got it on there, but then I couldn't turn it, and you know, it was putting pressure onto this joint somewhat. You know, it wasn't a nice smooth, soft fit. You know, you could tell it was flexing in there. So I had to take it back off and get it turned a little bit closer, and when I had it a little bit closer, now I have a little bit of a move there. I could line it up where it's felt like it was sitting in there easy. And like I said, I got a new coolant filter for it. I debated about whether I was going to just put the old coolant back in it. They say you should have put new coolant in there 2 years ago when it was overhauled. But I figured, you know, these filters have a pellet in them. It's supposed to condition the antifreeze. And I'm not exactly sure if they're like a water pump lubricant or not too, but I figured, well, since I'm changing that filter, I might as well just change the coolant too. But the coolant ain't going to go to waste here. I mean, it took damn near a case. This is already 50-50 mix. I got probably about a quart left. Probably by the time I start it up and it gets pushed through the filter and stuff, I might have to add the rest of it. But like I say, this coolant don't look too bad. I don't think there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in the jugs to use to top off with. But I also, that skid steer over there, I put a radiator in that this summer, but I didn't put antifreeze in it. It's just got water in it right now. So I'm going to put that in that skid steer. And say it should be fine enough for that. And got to get it done soon here too, because it got pretty damn cold last night. It was down near 40. I actually had to go dig out a second sweatshirt to milk cows last night. I mean, I was shivering. Couldn't believe it. I wasn't expecting it quite that cold. But so yeah, like I say, right now I got, seems to be done bubbling here now, so it should be fine. But like I say, still got to pump through here and fill the filter. And then I realized here too, wasn't thinking, if I can see it here, You see it right here where my finger is. There's a short hose that goes from the water pump. I guess it's like a bypass or something there. I should have changed that, but I didn't. Never thought of that. But that one ain't bad to get to. The only bad thing is, like I say, you gotta drain the radiator again to do it. Or if that does blow, then I'm gonna be losing the coolant. But yeah, it doesn't look bad anyhow. It's got red paint on it. Like I say, I mean, he might have put that one on new. It doesn't, like I say, it doesn't look bad. And I know, like I say, he spray paint touched up. So that might be a little overspray from that. That hose can't be original. But you got an oil leak here somewhere too. It's pissing me off. I can't figure out. Seems to be coming from high. I don't think it's a head gasket. It's oil. I don't know, like I say, if the wiggle the valve cover here, you can see bubbles moving right there. I tightened them damn valve bolts down twice, and like say, like this one here, looks like it's wet. I mean, there's I think like a gasket type washer underneath it. Thought about changing them. I've thought about trying to change the head gasket, but I don't know if I can do it easy without taking that turbo off. Well, there's enough room to get that thing in and out of there. I doubt it. I mean, I might get away. I think I probably could just take the air cleaner out, take this hose off here. I guess that's just the bypass from the turbo. I got fitting screws in. Like I say, maybe I can get that fitting off, then I can pull that up. But I ain't worried about it right now. I mean, I don't have to add much oil to it, but I want to get this tractor running again. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, I finished chopping, and I'm going to make a video about sealing that bag up here yet. But I still got a little bit left in that field out there, and I thought what I'd do is I'll chop a little bit every day and just mix green into the mixer with the first crop there, just to clean that up. I mean, I do have another field of hay to bale, and I could bale that at the same time, but I figured it's going to be better to do this. And then by the time I run out of that in that field back there, this end of the bag should be fermented enough I can open up this bag and start mixing it to feed. And I said, well, that field down there is greening up. I'm hoping I might get a third cutting here in another 2-3 weeks. Or at least when that sedan grass gets ready, if it ever gets a mount to it. But yeah, well, like I say, I'll start this up here and let it run for a little bit. And probably gotta get warmed up to fill that filter up, but I want to at least make sure the air's worked out of it before that'd be a no muffler start too. Yeah, I still have a muffler, just got a straight pipe on it. I don't know if any of that came up or got it out of the shadows or enough. And this is running here, you can see just a little bit bubbling. So I just wonder, I guess there is a thing that these flanges been told before they're hell to seal down. I don't know if I could put like 2 valve cover gaskets on there to help seal that or not. But I think that's where all my oil's coming from there, and these bolts up here. And the tractor sounds better. I mean, I just got that straight pipe on it. I don't know if anybody's noticed when I'm running this tractor in these other videos, it almost sounds like it's got a mist to it. That's all I got on, just a straight pipe. And I was starting to think maybe I had a bad injector or something, which shouldn't be, because he put all rebuilt injectors in here when we overhauled it too. But it sounds like it's got a miss when it's idling there. When it seems to have power and runs and everything. But I guess I'm taking it's just the way it goes through that pipe, the way that bend is on there, the way it makes it sound. Because it didn't sound like it was missing there. But I was trying to get my headlights working, but I'm at a loss for that. I can run a wire directly from the battery, hook it directly into the lights, and they will not come on. Put my tester on there. I got 12 volts, almost 13 volts going through that wire. I can pull the bulb here, touch the 2 terminals with the tester, and it indicates that it's making a connection through there. The bulb's not burnt. But I hook it directly to the battery. I took that and I touched it directly to the battery, and they won't come on. So I ain't sure what the hell's going on there. But yeah, let's see. It's just showing. I was going to show taking this off and putting it back on and stuff. Like I said, my battery went dead and screwed everything up. So, but I gotta get these shields back on. I already killed the whole day doing this, so I should be doing something else. I'm assuming it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I'm not pushing to do much. But but I guess I gotta top the radiator off, put these shields back on, and should be good to go. Go spread my load of manure, maybe go cut some of that hay. That's the other thing why I want to get this tractor back on the chopper. Ford runs it no problem, but that there, my chopper is 1,000 RPM, everything else is 540. So to put the Ford on it, I gotta switch PTO shafts. So I gotta put the 540 in, go out there and mow, come back, put the 1,000 in, go back out there to chop, then come back and put the 540 back in to unload the wagons. So it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. I don't know why they ever did away with this. This is one of the best things International ever did. I love that. And that's the other thing. The Ford, I'm supposed to change the length of the drawbar, but there's enough in the PTO that I don't have to. But you can see here how the splines are offset. And it's supposed to be, yeah, this, from the end of this to this hole is supposed to be 14 inches for a 540. And from the 1,000, it's supposed to be 16 inches. So that's why you got to change the drawbar. But International is smart enough. They offset these. So you don't have to change the drawbar, and you can just hook up whatever you want when you want. One of the smartest things I've ever seen done. But like I say, but then they have their lapses too, like I said before. I don't know why they offset this. Why they couldn't figure out and have that go in a straight shot, so you just got a straight piece of hose. You got to buy this special hose. But yeah, another video longer than I wanted to make, so. But at least I can run this one now, so get these shields back on and get something done. Thanks for watching. We'll catch up with you guys later.